Good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock in Chicago. Welcome
Perfect.
to Pig and Dragon. Talking today about, we don't know, but we're about to find out. Larry and I'm
I don't know.
here with Dr. Larry Stoller.
Thank you.
And
Good, Jenny.
I'm here with Jenny Merdinger. It's really exciting to get started today because Larry and I were just talking about the practical and simple and concrete approach of the Dragon's Way Qigong program.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about my friend, Roberta.
Yeah.
Hi, Roberta. And how she was like, she came to this program not knowing what was going to happen in any way. She just sort of felt like, I need something new to try. She was a very active person on her bike, cross-country skiing, on her paddleboard. She's out there. And she was so surprised to discover suddenly that she had a lot more stamina, that she had a lot more energy, but most of all, that in the middle of a lot of family storm, she was feeling very calm, and the things that were really bothering her were not bothering her anymore. I mean, what was happening to her as she went through her first Dragon's Way 6-week program with Dragon's Way Qigong?
Yeah, that's great. It's a great example. And we hear that from people, right? Like, I think this wanting the desire to reduce stress is like one of the main reasons people join us, because everybody's stressed and people try all kinds of different things. They think, oh, I'll try Qigong, whatever. What's that? You know, they have no idea, but it's okay. So they come and they're stressed. And then they say, yeah, I was in a family gathering, or I was in a really stressful encounter with my boss, and I didn't freak out. Like, I was really calm, and I was really, able to sit there, and my body wasn't reacting, like, and that's amazing. And we say, so, we would say, like, yeah, that's what happens when you practice Qigong and this Qigong. And what's going on? I mean, the fundamental part of it is you're getting more energy, more Qi. And, we say over and over again, if you want to make a substantial fundamental change, you need more energy.
Right.
Otherwise, what you do is you shift around your thinking and you adjust your behavior. I mean, normally that's what people are doing. They make adjustments in their strategy about how they're going to live their life. This is not about strategy. This is about something else. Like, I'm actually going to get more energy. Right. And when you do the practice, you come to class and you practice, you get more energy. That's the promise.
Right. And that's the difference between a short-term fix, like how many diets was I on in my life where I would gain weight or lose weight. It's exactly what you said. You're making the shift in your mind and in your habits, or in your mind and in your habits, and that sustains you for a short time, but not for the long haul.
Right. Even, and I want to be fair, sometimes people make changes like that and they're really significant. I mean, it's not like every other approach is worthless. People make important changes. It's just, we often see in our program, people who are they really don't know what else to do. They've done all those things, or they're just not satisfied with the end result. And also, it takes a lot of effort. So the surprising thing about the Qigong practice, about Dragon's Way Qigong, is, I mean, the effort is the practice, but the practice is pretty enjoyable. And then the result is like, the result doesn't equal the amount of effort. It's like the result is so great. You think, how's the result so great when I don't think I did that much, in a way, like you said, well, did you do the practices that are in the program? And people say, yes. Well, then you did enough, and there's a kind of weird reversal of what you expect. Like, most people think, I have a big problem, I have to work harder at it. Right. And we would say, like, if you have a big problem, you have to work smarter, get more energy, but mostly you're going to work less hard. Because we're going to say, rest.
So how can that happen even before you're right. And so even before you really understand, you don't need to understand what's happening. How does it start? How is that happening when you say getting more energy? And how is that happening to my friend before she still doesn't understand why? She doesn't care why. She still has the benefits, and they're going deeper and deeper now. What's going on?
This is not an easy question to answer, and I don't even know really, because we face this all the time. Like, I don't know how important it is at first to understand it, other than to say, guess what? It's Dragon's Way Qigong. So the Qigong something matters. So what's the Qigong part? We say, well, Qigong is energy practice. And Qigong is that practice you do to, build your energy foundation. So, well, what's the energy foundation? And here we have to say, in this way of thinking, this ancient Chinese method that's developed over centuries, they saw the world as having an invisible aspect, which is like your life force. There was energy. And then all the visible manifestations that we know about, all the things we see and can touch in our bodies and everything physical. So both things are connected, and Chi's the connector. So that's a lot. That might be too much for a lot of people to try and really swallow and figure out. But the practice is built on a deep understanding of how Qi works in your body, so that the practices we're doing, they're not haphazard. Grandmaster Lu, when he developed the program, as you and I both know, specifically created these movements in order to support the body being able to be more in balance, given more Qi. With that formula, which is a kind of, it's a little bit mysterious, add the Qi, do the movements, your body will make these adjustments, and then things start changing.
Right.
It's like chemistry. You put these things in, you mix them up, and you get a result. It's just as reliable.
Exactly.
Just a different way of looking at things, because it isn't strictly material in the way most of us are used to thinking about.
Right. But most of us are able to identify and accept that there are invisible forces in our life. Wind is an invisible force. Love is an invisible force, right? We know that things are invisible, and we know that our healing happens because we've all had a scraped knee or a burnt fingertip or whatever.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
I love the picture you're painting between the invisible and the visible as being bridged by energy, that flow of life, that interchange, that interconnectedness.
Yeah. So we can say, if you ask how, that's the how. But really, I think the thing that matters to me is I want people to know that when they're stuck with a problem, they don't quite know what to do about because it hasn't resolved. Like this way of approaching it has a deep foundation of understanding the body's internal means of healing itself. If we work with that wisdom your body already has, then the changes will happen automatically. And I don't also want to say it's going to happen to everybody all the time right away. That's not it. There's individual difference and there's this and that, but the foundation is strong. And if people practice seriously, they're going to see results. And, that's what we offer. That's the promise we make. And when people practice seriously, they see results. And I mean, seriously, I mean, they spend the time and, they attend to it like something that matters to them.
Right. And we talked about that in our last chat, that even if you're spending, when we start in Dragon's Way, you may be spending less than 10 minutes
for sure
in that first week. And even that 10 minutes with your intention behind it, or just even your 10 minutes with a plan to do it 10 minutes every day, sets off that change, sets off that.
Right. And
shift.
I'm a little cautious about going, too much into this, but the practice, because it's different than the Western approach. And it's different, and also in this way, that when you practice Qigong, you're also in this field of energy. So when you're in a class, the class supports you. So the 10 minutes you do, you get support from everybody else, and you give support to them. So it's a bigger thing going on than just what you're doing yourself.
Right.
And so we're part of this collective, really, where we help each other, and it helps us change. And that's built into the nature of the program. It's how it works. Right. Again, we don't have to go into that too much, because as soon as you join the program, you're in it.
Right.
You get it. It's part of the gift. Come in, you get it automatically, and then we'll help you.
Right. And what you're getting is the energetic support. It's coming through, not like being in your support group or your book group where you like to hang out with folks. So we get that part too.
That's sweet. That's nice.
Right. But this is the deep stuff.
Yeah. This is the deliberate practice to create a relationship with Qi. And then we do it and something happens. So that's it. But you know, we can go on and on about this.
Yeah, we're gonna end on our 10-minute mark like we
That's right.
promised.
That's right.
But we're gonna be back again on Wednesday at 9 a.m. And we're gonna be able to go a little bit deeper on some of this stuff because it's exciting. We're getting ready for our next classes that are launching
And who
September
knows? We'll find out
13th.
whatever moves us. And I'm
And
excited. Maybe
17th.
people, when they're watching this, will, I don't know if they can comment or reach out to us, Budding Spring Healing. We're happy to hear comments and, you know, see if we have a conversation going somehow.
Yeah. And you folks who are watching it on replay, remember to hit pound replay so we know who you are and where you are. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Okay, bye, Jenny.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.